Today I am discussing about a national income, and the national income topic itself the consists of a GDP, GNP and the NNP. Okay, so what is the national income? National income means the output of an economy or the production of an economy. So production may be a goods and services. As we all know that the goods are of two types. One is the consumer good and second is the capital good. Okay, so the production of all these goods and services is known as the national income. But the national income itself consists of GDP. So here we will try to understand what is the meaning of GDP. As we all know, the full form of GDP is the gross domestic product. Okay, so what is GDP? What do you mean by the GDP? Okay, so GDP means the monetary value of all the final goods and services. Final goods, I'm not talking about the intermediaries goods, because intermediaries goods are never included in the GDP. GDP always talks about the final goods and services. So here the definition of a GDP is the monetary value or the money value of all the final goods and services are produced within economy in a given period of time. This is called the GDP. Suppose this is one economy like India, and this is produced within economy. Within economy, when the goods and services are produced within economy in a given period of time, given period of time is known as GDP. Okay, here GDP talks about the final goods, not the intermediaries goods. Suppose one example, I have a one car industries. Okay, and I produces a 10 cars. Suppose let's example, and I produces a 10 cars. So when I produces a car, okay, it require some intermediaries goods like a tire, like a glasses. Okay, suppose the prices of car is 1 lakh. Okay, prices of car is 1 lakh, but when I produces the cars, it require tire and glasses. Okay, it has also a cost of na, because the tires is also consist of some cost, some amount, so it deduct. Okay, so we are not included the intermediaries goods like the cost of tire, like the cost of glasses. Okay, so all the final goods when the cars prepared or the manufacturers completed, and after that when we are giving the value, this is included in the GDP. So GDP is always talk about the final goods and services, not talk about the intermediaries goods. Okay, so this is the concept of GDP. Again I am saying that what is GDP? GDP is the monetary value or the money value. Okay, money value of all the goods and services, all the goods. Okay, all the goods and services are produced within economy in a given period of time. This is called a GDP. Okay, why we calculate GDP? What is the benefit of GDP? Because GDP significance, or it's basically talks about the economic power of a country in the world on the basis of a measuring GDP. That's why we calculate the GDP. Okay, as we all know, at a current time India's GDP is $2.9 trillion. Okay, and US 22 trillion dollar, and China 15 trillion dollars, and India wants to double its GDP at a 2023 and 24. Okay, so this is the concept of GDP. And after that we talk about a GNP. GNP means a gross national product. Gross national product, it consists of a GDP plus export plus minus import. Okay, GNP means a gross national product. Okay, suppose India something export to the other countries. Okay, and import something. Okay, so GNP is the GDP plus export. Okay, when we something export to other countries, then we will earn a huge amount of forex, as you all know. Okay, so it will be added. But when we imported something from other countries, then we will have to pay to the other countries, so it will deduct from that. Okay, that's why the GNP formula is come to GDP plus export minus import. This is the formula of a GNP. And after that, the NNP, that is a net national product. What is the net national product? Net national product is the GNP minus depreciation. Okay, depreciation. What do you mean by the depreciation? Depreciation basically means the wear and tear of a capital goods. Suppose I have a one car industries. Okay, so car basically produces by the some capital, some machines. Okay, so in a given year, in a 1 year or 2 year, obviously the machines will be tear. Okay, or the some part of machines will be, we can say, the hand. Okay, so the part, or when we invest in that part, okay, for refining this machines. Okay, so this is called the depreciation. So the GNP minus depreciation is gives the value of a NNP, net national product. Okay, and we know that the net national product is called the national income, but here the NNP are calculated on the two factor. One is the factor cost and second is the market cost. Factor cost till 2014, our GDP, our national income calculate on the basis of NNP at a factor cost. Factor cost means the tax were not included. Okay, tax were not included. Suppose one example, when I produces a car, okay, suppose in car industries the tax were not included. Okay, so this is called the factor cost. But when the car are reach into the market, then various type of tax are imposed by the central government and the state government. So this is called the market cost. So before 2014, okay, till 2014, the national income are calculated on the basis of factor cost, NNP at a factor cost. But when the NDA government, okay, when the NDA government came in 2014-15, then our national income are calculated on the basis of market prices. Okay, so this is the very important things. Before 2014, factor cost, but after 2014-15, when the new government came into power, the calculated national income on the basis of market prices. As we all know that market, what is the difference between factor cost and market cost? Okay, simply factor cost means tax were not included and market cost means tax were included. So this is the meaning of a net national product. So and net national product at a market price is known as the national income of our country. So when you ask the question someone, what is the national income? So national income is the net national product at market prices. Okay, net national product at market prices is known as the national income of our country, of our economy. And one question is also arise from here, that who was the first persons to try to calculate our national income at a first time? Okay, so here answer is the Dadabhai Naoroji. Dadabhai Naoroji was the first persons to calculate the national income of our country. And after that, the professor V.K.R.B. Rao, he introduced some scientific method to calculate the national income, like a expenditure method, income method, okay, and the production method. Scientific method are introduced by the V.K.R.B. Rao. Okay, as you all know what is a scientific method. And after that, when India got independent in 1947, okay, when India got independent in 1947, and in 1949, Nehru government appointed one committee, that is the National Income Committee. Okay, this is the committee, not an organization or not a permanent body. So in 1949, Nehruji appointed one committee that is called a National Income Committee. Okay, so what is the aims, what is the objective of a National Income Committee? National Income Committee, the objective of a National Income Committee is to measure the national income of our country. Okay, so but it is calculated on the some year, means it is not a permanent body. So after that, in 1951 the Nehruji appointed a permanent set of body, that is called a CSO, Central Statistical Office, or the organization. So this is the permanent body. The first time the Nehruji appointed a committee, means a permanent organization, that is called a CSO, Central Statistical Office, and this body or this organization is a permanent and to calculate the national income of our economy and the productions. Okay, and basically the CSO, Central Statistical Office, are Central Statistical Office to measuring the national income of organized sectors. Okay, so here one question will also be arise: what is the main crux? Means the CSO basically working for the organized sector, means those companies, those sectors which are listed in the government list. This is called the organized sector. So the CSO basically calculate the national income of an organized sectors. Okay, but after that we know that the India's most of the companies or most of the peoples who are working on the unorganized sectors, and after that the government decided that one body is also there for calculating the unorganized sectors. Okay, and after that the NSSO, that is National Sample Survey Organization, were introduced to calculate the national income of an unorganized sectors, means those are not listed in the government list. This is known as the unorganized sectors. Okay, but in 2022 these two bodies, CSO and the NSSO, were merged together and formed the NSO. Okay, that is a National Statistical Office or the organization. Okay, so the NSO, the working or the objective of NSO is to calculate the national income of our economy at a both level. One is the organized and second is the unorganized sectors. Okay, so this is the topic of national income. What is GDP, what is GNP, and what is NNP. Please, you always remember, till 2014 our national income is calculated on the basis of factor cost, but in 2015 when the new government came into power, the national income is calculated on the basis of market price. Okay, and the first persons who calculate the national income, that is Dadabhai Naoroji, and after that the Professor V.K.R.B. Rao. Okay, so this is whole topic of national incomes. Okay, I hope you will understood what I am saying about this scenario. Thank you very much.